Again.
Here.
Let's do it again.
Here. Round 2.
Just
Just a few things to get signed. No big deal.
No big deal, you know.
You just got like one thing in there, but you're just bringing all that so it could look like it. Right?
I'm just lifting weights, you know, trying to get it in, you know.
Looking good, man.
You know, appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Yeah, Scott's back there doing I don't know what. Scott, you good?
I don't know what he's doing. Who knows? We don't never know what Scott's doing.
Well,
but he's here. He came here
to check out the Exorcist.
Yeah,
screening. Unfortunately, William Friedkin canceled.
Yeah,
but,
man, that's a bummer.
Yeah, but they replaced him with Linda Blair.
Yeah, which is cool.
So it's cool. Yeah, she's gonna be charging like $500 for autograph.
Charging an arm and a leg.
Yeah, charging an arm and a leg.
It'll make your head spin. You see those prices.
You beat me to it.
Make you throw up. You see those prices, man.
All right, well, guys, we're gonna go in there and see what's going on. Start getting in line. Makes you want to puke, huh?
Yeah. Sweet dreams, everyone.
All right, guys. Well, let's go check this out.
If you guys are interested, I'll grab the guys.
Oh, thank you. So, Scott, did that poster make your head spin?
Dude, it was drooling.
Made his wallet spin.
I was like growling like a dog.
83 though, man.
Yeah.
Some people know her as Reagan, but we know her as Linda Blair, ladies and gentlemen. She will be signing after the screening in the lobby. All proceeds go to the World Heart Foundation, her foundation that gives to rescue animals everywhere, which is perfectly fitting on the night of Mooch. Serious note, I got something from William Friedkin to read. I should know William Friedkin's a machine, and he would never miss a Q&A, but I'm going to read this. From Billy himself. My deepest apologies to everyone at the screening tonight. I've been in the hospital for a week and am now recuperating at home with an autoimmune disease. I see a long path to recovery and I'm unable to go anywhere at this time. I hope to one day make it up to the BeyondFest and Cinematheque and the audience. William Friedkin. So right now, I'm going to send a message to Billy. I would like you all to say, get well, Billy, correct? Or we love you, Billy.
We love you, Billy.
We love you, Billy.
So on three with the 1, 2, 3, and then at the top of your lungs, legitimately scream out, we love you, Billy. Right? Are we filming over there? We sure? Okay. Spencer's filming as well. The power of technology compels you all. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, we love you, Billy. Okay, raise this roof. 1, 2, 3. We love you, Billy! Awesome.
I think you heard that. How do we pay for everything here, everyone, that we do? In kindness. We are very grateful to our sponsor, Hulu, who makes this festival possible. Not only that, but they also sponsor the Halloween Theatre, in which every night we have a different premiere. Tonight there's Mooch Goes to Hollywood 3 times over. Tomorrow night we have the world premiere of Portals, a new anthology film from the guys behind VHS. We've got Swallow, we've got Madman, we have a whole bunch of stuff, so go to the website and check it out. Also, tonight, before the film, you're going to see one of the Halloween shorts. Hidden Mother is phenomenal, so hope you guys get a kick out of that. And I think some of you can still make the 10:30 Mooch Goes to Hollywood after this, if you do so inclined. Spencer!
I would like to thank the American Cinematheque, all the staff, the volunteers, our projectionists. Without them, this would not be as smooth as it is. So imagine how much of a shit show it would be without. So please, give it up for them.
Still got tickets to a few shows, right, Christian?
Yeah, Joe Bigos, local hometown hero, VFW and Bliss on 35. That's Saturday night.
Red Williamson's coming out.
Red Williamson, The Hammer. Who else?
William Sadler's coming out for that.
And then if you scroll forward to Sunday after the Tom Atkins Tomathon, we've got world premiere in the Heart of Darkness, which is the
In Search of Darkness.
In Search of Darkness. Oh, what a day! So much LA traffic. In Search of Darkness, which is the consummate, absolute 80s horror documentary. It's the world premiere. We'll have a full panel, lots of cool people. Caroline Williams,
Barbara Crampton, Don Mancini, Nick Garris, Kelly Maroney.
Yeah. So that's on Sunday, and then I think all that's left to do is like the usual throw thing.
Let's throw some
watch
stuff.
an amazing movie. So
Hold on.
Where's the legend show?
Please show me.
enjoy that.
Oh yeah.
So I like to talk for just a few minutes, maybe to fill in a few extra things that you may not have thought about. When we made this movie, you obviously know I was very young. I had been doing modeling and commercials in New York City. I'm from Connecticut.
Woo!
Oh, I liked it. I wanted to be a veterinarian. How many people know that? Wow. Could have lied. So I had wanted to be, since I was very young, a veterinarian. And my mother had said to me, if you work, acting was all new. So there was a magazine called Time, Life, Local magazine back then, and they did an article about kids modeling doing commercials. So she thought, well, here's an avenue that I could work, save my money, and pursue whatever degree, college, whatever I wanted to do. My mother was very, very independent, and so that's what we did. We saved my money, and when I was about 12. Way back then, if you did bathing suits, you did them in the winter for Sears, Roebuck, JCPenney, all of these magazines. And back then, so if they put you in a pose, you literally had to hold that for 15 minutes. And remember the hoods? Have you ever seen that, the cameras with the capes over there?
Yeah.
Okay, that was real, and they would take a picture. It was hard. So in the summer, you're doing winter coats, you're hot, you're stuffing you with cellophane, you're hot. In winter, you're cold. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't like, I want to go to Hollywood and do this. There was no connection between movie making, theater. She did not force me to train for theater, stage. So when I was about 12, I knew I'd had enough. And I said to her, I did over 75 commercials, and child actors, you do what you're told to do, which is going to show in a minute. So if they say, like you're selling a doll commercial or something, or Welch's grape jelly, Carefree sugarless gum, Gulden's mustard, Downy fabric softener, just a few. And so you do what you're told to do, and as long as you do, you'll be rehired. So I just sort of had enough. I wanted to get ready to go to Cornell, which is a big veterinarian school on the East Coast. So I told her, I don't want to do this anymore. And her reaction was, okay, I understand. But you have to finish off some jobs. So maybe I had a couple gigs with, JCPenney, the catalog. You've had your fittings. You have to do and finish the work. And so we had maybe a week or two, and as you would leave New York City, she would stop at the old-fashioned payphone. Like the phone that you hear in the movie that actually got all of us. I was up on the balcony. And even and I know the telephone when it goes off. So anyway, she calls the agent and said, okay, we're leaving the city. Is there anything else? And they said, actually, you have an interview for a movie. Well, I'd done 2 small movies with not going anywhere. I wanted to be in Flipper, Lassie. Well, this is true. So I was known as the Cinderella girl. I was the Cinderella girl. And I wanted to be in Flipper, Lassie, any General Ben, I didn't care. But my dad was like, no. So I'd done some stuff that never went anywhere. There was no other thoughts in my head. And so we had to go in for an interview for this movie. Well, the movie, obviously, is this. Did what I was told to do, and read a paragraph of filthy language. They said, oh, and they're like, can you do it again, with a little more anger, power, whatever. So they saw that I would do what they told me to do. I look like a little, the little Cinderella, little clean-cut American girl. So eventually we meet Billy Friedkin. He brings in my mother. We talk about the book. Now, I know tonight you were going to meet Billy originally. I don't know. I'm hoping we all are that he's doing well. He is a genius. Billy is a genius. And psychologically, as I talk about The Exorcist, it is a movie, it's a theological, psychological thriller. So it's going to hit you in everything that you might want to fear, that you didn't realize. It's about good and evil. Everything that we are dealing with on the planet right now cannot be more prevalent. The movie starts in Iraq. It's war, it's religion. We have not changed. So the movie is much more intelligent if you listen to it. What I got from it by watching it tonight is the extraordinary, as I've always talked about, the cinematography. That's Owen Roizman. Everything we do in this movie was like a magic act. You can't see all of the equipment. There's no CGI. The only thing in this particular one is the one all the fans wanted to see, like in the spider walk where it comes down, so Billy gave you some blood. He's funny. Billy's funny. So there's a little CGI in that way, but the original, no. It is absolutely a magic act. Dick Smith, who did the makeup, he's the grandfather of all makeup. So at 13 years old, 12 years old, it was 13 because I had a birthday, 13, 14. And so he has to make all of these makeup pieces. So he starts with the mask, and Billy's like, no, I have to see it's her. And he brought me in, my mother and everything, and explained, I have to know it's her. No mask. And that's why you see, you can't really see, some of you may know if you've studied makeup or anything, but the prosthetics. So I am 13 years old. They pour all of this stuff on your head and they make a mold. And from the mold of the cast of your face, that's how they designed all the prosthetic pieces. Sorry about that. All the prosthetic pieces that are on my face. And then he's a master painter. But we did test after test. Because purple, green, blue, red, how does it photograph? And that goes back to the history of film, how color photographs, and so on and so forth. So you have the master, Dick Smith, and Billy Friedkin is pushing them. All of the vomit scenes. I can't do that on cue, I'm sorry. Or thank God. And so there's a lot of equipment that I'm wearing. It's uncomfortable. It takes hours to put on. I'm in school, and there's only so many hours you can work kids. So this was very strict. It's a closed set in New York, and no one was allowed in. They brought in Marcel Vauquetier, and he's the one that designed a lot of the equipment that I'm flying in. All the sitting up and down. How many people know about what happened to me with my back during that scene? Some of you. So, in the beginning, when Reagan is flailing around, up and down, the equipment came loose. So it was smashing my back. So when I'm yelling, make it stop, it hurts, it burns, that was the dialogue, but it truly was what was happening. And I'm screaming, and they think I'm the best actress in history. So with that said, I did sustain injuries in that way, which as I've gotten older, there's a lot of things why. Some of you have seen I'm a vegan. Some of you have seen different things, and what I've done with my life, I have made myself get through and to challenge myself to be the best that I can be, to get the most out of life, to be good to others, work really hard.
You got it. So it'll be all ready when you get up here. You'll be ready.
You guys can ask for credit. So all three of you cash?
Like my ex, it goes dark every once in a while.
Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna tap it and wake up, you know.
Do you want your name on here?
Sure. It's Christian.
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 A therapy guy, yes. Thank you. Yeah.
Also, I need your help. Poster.
Oh, really?
That is yours. This is yours.
All right, guys. So just got out of the BeyondFest Exorcist screening.
Kristen, why? Why do you do this to me, Kristen? Why? Why do you do this to me, huh? Why?
What'd you guys think?
Dude, it was awesome seeing it in the big screen like that. This loud, oh dude, the speakers like cranked up to 11, man. That made it perfect. I think.
It's funny because I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah.
And the last time I watched it was actually at a theater screening, which
That's
is
perfect.
pretty weird. But,
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool though, right?
No, yeah. I usually put the kids to sleep to it. I put it in the background and they go to sleep to it.
Well,
so.
speaking of kids being asleep, I know Scott knocked out during a good
Yeah,
portion of it.
he got a good nap, so he
Actually-
should be able to drive home safe.
Actually,
no
I was
problem.
still awake on that one. But the guy, when
Oh my God, it was
Across
super
from
quiet.
So that was-
There was a loud ass snore for like 3. Yeah.
and people were like,
Everyone's like, what the? I thought it was a movie. I was like, is that Reagan?
I
She wasn't
legitimately
even
thought.
possessed by then.
I was like, I don't remember this shit. In
Yeah,
the
I was
movie.
like, yeah, this is the director's cut, man. They added some extra footage.
and people, somebody jarred
Somebody
him
should
awake.
somebody started throwing holy water at him. Like,
I was like, did they add some ADR to this movie? Or
dude,
what?
seriously, man, that's what I'm saying. Dude. It was like, yeah, it was like 3D, like 4DX.
Yeah,
it was like
now,
everything.
Now,
So-
time to hit the road, right?
That was the biggest bust of.
Yeah, no
Fest
freaking,
that
no
I've
Lee
ever
had.
Vanilla
No
either,
freaking
which is
late
kind of
one
a
hour,
bummer.
man.
But
And she
Come on.
talks about herself for 2 hours.
I guess we should have we should have saw that coming, right? You know?
that's very insidious of you.
I want an upgrade.
Oh, nice. There we go. But yeah, we gotta get on the road, man. Let's go.
Goodies now after setting that.
Ah, yeah. See.
Yeah, we gotta go, guys.
Let's go.
Well, another BeyondFest screening checked off the list. Had a freaking blast with the squad. Fonzo and Scott came down. Chris unfortunately couldn't make it, but nevertheless, we still had a freaking blast checking it out and picked up a few things. So, you guys go. So, as you guys may have noticed, originally director William Friedkin was supposed to be here at the screening for BeyondFest, but fortunately came down with an illness. Apparently, he's been in the hospital for quite some time. So, they ended up replacing him with Linda Blair. And to everybody's surprise, she did have a table and was signing after the event. So, yeah, she usually charges anywhere from $40 to like $60 at conventions, depending on which one it is. So yeah, we were actually pretty happy to find out that she was only charging $25 for autographs after the Exorcist director's cut screening. So yeah, as you guys can see. Scott having like 1,000 markers and stuff. He had this perfect like puke green from the movie, so we figured, hey, it was pretty cool. So Fonzo, myself, and Scott ended up using the same color, but as you guys can see, it came out freaking great. I mean, I think it looks great with the purple in the poster, so pretty freaking sweet. So I've met Linda Blair a good couple times, but I realized I have never actually gotten her signature, just photos. So yeah, this is my first Linda Blair autograph. And while at the merch table for BeyondFest, this year they were having what they call the Tomathon, which was a Tom Atkins triple feature, which was The Fog, Night of the Creeps, and Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, which unfortunately, due to having a couple obligations that day, I could not attend the event, but I wanted to show some support. I mean, who doesn't love Tom Atkins, right? So I picked up anybody who has ever seen Monster Squad. Obviously, the original says Stephen King rules in the film, but yeah, this is a Monster Squad style Tom Atkins rules T-shirt. So I thought this was pretty freaking sweet. So yeah, I had to thrill myself and purchase this T-shirt, I guess you could say. So check that out. And there you guys go. Another little quick Q&A video for you guys. Who couldn't make the event, and yeah, hopefully you guys get to check out a BeyondFest screening coming up. If you guys are interested, they still have a good amount more if you guys want to attend, so yeah, feel free to do that. Thank you guys as always for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys for the next one.